What's up, nerds? Welcome to the podcast where two nerds sit together and nerd out about shit. So you could call me Lil Dragoon, and I'm joined here by my buddy Kay.
What up?
All right, Kay, we're gonna be discussing Logan today because we went to go watch it yesterday.
Great movie. Right off the bat, right there. Great movie.
Great movie. Podcast is over. Done. Goodbye. But yes, very good movie, very great movie, and we were just about to start talking before I started recording about the R rating. So let's start with that. Definitely deserved.
Yes, it did. Not like they threw in, there's some blood here. It's given an R rating. No, it deserved an R rating.
Yeah.
Language, violence.
Yeah.
All there.
Definitely. And some people will probably criticize the violence, say that it was a little over the top, and maybe.
But when you think about it, your main protagonist has 3 fucking sharp claws.
Yeah, he has knives coming out of his hand.
That cut through pretty much anything.
Yep.
What did you want me to do? Like, backhand him?
And he's an animal.
He is.
He's an animal. And
he's old. He doesn't have time to be trying to endure shit anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't personally think the violence was excessive. He even tried not to kill people.
Yeah.
More times in the movie than I expected.
This is very true.
He tried to. He used his words more than I expected.
And spoiler alert: if you don't know who the kid is,
yeah,
X-23, Laura.
Yeah, we should say. I should have mentioned in the beginning, but yeah, this is full spoilers.
Just so you know.
Just so you know.
It wasn't obvious yet.
Get out if you haven't seen the movie or if you don't care about spoilers. Whatever.
But yeah, she's an angsty 8-year-old, 10-year-old.
I don't know. She's so small.
Yeah, she was angsty as fuck.
She was awesome.
She was a badass, but you knew they'd be gore. She wasn't gonna be like, "I'm not gonna kill you." No, she tore off a man's head off.
The screams. Her fucking animalistic screams were just oh god.
Like damn.
It was oh.
And she had talents and she knew how to use them very, very well.
During that first fight scene where she's involved in, her animalistic screams made me feel uncomfortable. And I eventually got used to it, but it was just wow.
And then also the thing in their shoes, you're a full-grown, fully trained soldier, about a half pint to you, coming towards you. You don't think you should be shitting yourself. Yet you should be shitting yourself.
Yep. Because
damn, this girl knew how to kill people very, very well and brutally, might add.
Oh yeah.
Damn. And he also had, again, spoilers, young Logan, who was pretty much a killing machine.
Yeah.
He was vicious too. Shit.
Yeah, oh my god. This is the most vicious Wolverine has been in a movie.
Which, if you ever seen people fight and they punch a lot, add spikes to that, and that's what you got. He kept doing that. I'm like, you didn't need to anymore. You could stop. You could stop.
I kept thinking about X2. X-Men United, because for me that was actually not even just for me, but that was the first movie that Wolverine was kind of unleashed.
True, yeah.
In the first one they kind of establish everyone, so he gets his scenes, his cool set pieces, but that scene in the mansion when they get invaded and he's just taking down soldiers.
Yeah,
I was a kid watching that and had a moment where I was like, oh, Wolverine is a different kind of superhero. He's not like Superman. He's killing everyone.
But even then, it wasn't as brutal.
Oh yeah, no.
Which, you think about it, it makes more sense for it to be more brutal than not.
Yeah.
Because everything he was doing in this film, you should have seen in X2 and X3. We had the benefit of the doubt of fighting people who regenerated, like him, healing factor. So it made sense. Okay, it wasn't as just downright violent. But fighting ordinary people, ordinary humans, it makes sense. There'd be a lot of blood, gore, stabbing, poking, slashing, dismembering.
Yeah, lots of dismembering. The head?
Yeah.
The head.
And
she walks out with the head, just rolls it.
And then you watch in Origins, I think it was, where he cut that toilet and that porcelain sink without even trying. That's hard stuff. Human flesh is not that hard. I mean, barely just a light swing and you got a lost arm. Like the guy in Private Ryan, where's my arm? Where's my arm? So it makes sense and it's well deserved. I mean, much like Deadpool had to have an R rating, I think Logan had to have an R rating.
Yeah. And the other thing with the R rating is the language. I feel like people are going to be put off by that.
But Logan as a character was never that frilly kind of like...
Oh, yeah, no, but when I think of Logan and what his like trademark things that he says, he always says bub.
Yeah.
I don't really think of him as being like cursing like a sailor. Not that I don't see it.
But you know, when you walk around your house, you stub your toe, what do you say?
Yeah.
You shout fuck.
Yeah.
A guy getting stabbed over and over, getting shot, getting whacked in the head. He got brutalized in the movie.
Yeah, oh yeah, he did.
And he's not even healing that well. And he got got hit with a car, I think. He got rolled over, got shot a bunch of times.
I hope someone like does a montage of every time that he gets hurt in all of the movies. Because I think that he got hurt the most in this movie, like combined.
I think so. At least he showed it a lot more. Like it's like, ugh.
Yeah, because like in the older ones, he could just like shake it off.
Yeah, like he put out a cigar in his hand, like, ooh, yeah. No, that hurts. Yeah. This one, god damn, got hit by a shotgun, what, a foot away?
Yeah. 50
cal, so think about you getting hit by that and surviving. You'd be cussing out a lot. Yeah. And I know people, well, the person behind us didn't care for the cussing that Xavier was doing.
Yeah, that was more the criticism that I think it's the movie's gonna get when it comes to language is Xavier.
Well, then again, direct to real life. You get older, you don't care very much anymore.
You don't care. You get crotchety.
And also, there are no kids. If he was in like the X Mansion with young kids still around, I'm like cursing, like, okay, Xavier, what's wrong with you? You took Logan.
And you know, you have to put the character in perspective. He's not just old. He's having seizures that cause people to freeze and die, basically.
Yeah, he's losing his mind. He's drugged out.
He doesn't even know that it's happening, so he thinks that Logan is just drugging him to. And then the moment that he remembers the Westchester. No.
Westchester.
Yeah, Westchester. Yeah, the Westchester incident, and you know the implication that he may have killed the X-Men when that happened.
Yeah, and he's been alone with Logan for several years.
Yeah.
Only interaction with people is just Logan. The foul-mouthed, grumpy, crotchety, aging Logan. Eventually, we're like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Goddamn, Logan, fuck you.
It was definitely weird to hear, but it didn't really put me off.
And also, he wasn't cussing around Laura. He even said it, like, hey, watch out. When the child was around, the educator, when him came out again, is like, hey.
Yeah, that
language.
I really like that scene where they're watching the movie together and he's talking to her about the movie. This movie came out almost a century ago.
I watched it when I was a boy, under your age.
Which makes me wonder, like, how old is he in this movie? Is he like 100 years old?
I think about.
Yeah, I think so.
Which, damn, there was a lot of prosthetics and makeup in there making him look that old. Because Stewart doesn't look that old.
Yeah, I know. He ages well.
Much like Keanu Reeves.
Yep.
And someone else. Michael Fassbender.
How old is Michael Fassbender?
I don't think he's that old, but since I've seen him in anything, he looks pretty much exactly the same in every movie. Like, think about the Alien movie trailer. He looks exactly the same. But off topic, but still.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, it still kind of hurts me a bit emotionally because he dies at the end of the movie, just so you know. It was a good death.
Yeah.
It's not what I pictured when I thought the ending of the movie.
Logan.
Yeah, Logan. Yeah. Not so much Xavier. Xavier, I feel like he got a bit shafted for his resolution of the franchise in general. But Logan, you saw his beginning, you saw his end, you saw his development, you saw how he was, his redemption a bit, and then he dies.
Yeah.
You did see a lot of Xavier throughout the franchise and the films, but there's a gap. We don't know after, what was it? Days of Future Past? No, it was
Apocalypse.
No, actually, it was previous Apocalypse. It was Days of Future Past, I think. you saw him meet Logan at the school game, like, yeah, First Class, and then Days of Future Past when they showed Stuart Laugh, I think, was him at the school meeting Logan.
Oh, at the end.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie. Yes, yeah.
So you had that, and then you have this.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing between. We don't really know what happens. We're assuming he killed the X-Men because of one of his seizures, but that wasn't really explained.
Yeah, because I think in the radio broadcasts, it's something about a bunch of people, having a paralytic episode and like 7 people dying, 7 mutants, I think they said.
Mm-hmm. But we don't know like what happened to Jean, because Jean came back at the end of that film too. She was there somehow. So why couldn't the Phoenix maybe prevent that? We don't know. Anyone could have. It would have been the Phoenix.
The next X-Men movie is supposed to be Dark Phoenix Saga. They're doing it again with the younger versions, the First Class versions. So I'm assuming that since it happens earlier in a different timeline, it somehow negates her having it in the future.
Well, what I've been told, or I'm hearing,
unless it's
this is Stewart's last film too.
Yeah.
If you had another film to this, then okay, fine. I'm fine with how he died now, knowing we get more information later on. But now that we don't, it's like, okay, this is all we got. Now, maybe McAvoy will play an older version of himself, which will be weird. It seems weird to me.
I could see him playing an older version of himself, but like chronologically takes place before he becomes Patrick Stewart. Mm-hmm. So you'd be like, oh, in a year he just like magically changes into Patrick Stewart instead of being Patrick Stewart, magically changing into McAvoy, and then magically changing back into Patrick Stewart.
Confusing, yes, but that's what I want to know. What happened between then, before then? Like, how did the struggle of the declining mutants go on? Because I know they prevented more mutants being born, but where are the old mutants? Like,
so yeah, that was another thing. I was watching a video earlier today. Someone brought up that this movie could possibly take place in its own timeline because of the whole there hasn't been a mutant born in 25 years, I think was the line in the movie. But if that's the case, then we saw young mutants in the previous movies that would have been born after the 25-year mark.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
So what is that? 3 timelines this movie has? It's very like. So X-Men, then you have Wolverine's own kind of timeline, and then Deadpool.
I think it's even more than that. So I think
McAvoy.
So I think we have the original X-Men timeline. X-Men X2, and then
United.
Yeah, X-Men United, and then the ending to Days of Future Past, I think, is part of that timeline.
Okay.
And then you have the First Class timeline as its own timeline, and then the X-Men Origins Wolverine, because there's so many inconsistencies with the rest of it, doesn't fit with anything else, not even with Logan, I don't think. That I think it's its own timeline also, and then Logan is its own timeline, and then Deadpool is its own timeline.
But the Wolverine does fit in with the X-Men one, though.
Yeah, the Wolverine fits in with Days of Future Past, because we get the sizzle reel, or not sizzle reel, the little trailer thing at the end.
Yeah, and then also he killed Jean, so that kind of is part of it as well.
So yeah, so I think they're separate timelines that intersect in certain areas. So the future timeline in Days of Future Past intersects with
like that kind of makes
it's
and it convoluted like beyond
in its own comic book
in
way.
A weird Kingdom Hearts kind of way. It all works out.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts, and now they're doing time travel too, so that's gonna.
You're yourself in the future and the past at the same time. What? Anyways. So, but as Logan is the title character and the main character, I did like how they brought him James Hamlet.
Yeah.
That was nice. Little kind of like
identity. You saw that in the
car.
Like Uber
and
profile.
my name is James. Hey. It's cool. But he's the main character. I really liked his story and how it ended.
Yeah.
Preferably, I would have liked him to survive because I don't know, it hurts me to see him just die.
Yeah, like we were talking about this last night, where I thought he was gonna be the next Professor X.
Yeah,
like he was gonna take these kids under his wing, and because he's all old and busted up, his healing factor doesn't work anymore. He's not gonna really be fighting anymore. He's gonna take a back seat and like teach these kids, and hopefully teach them in a way that they don't even become X-Men, that they just become
people,
functioning members of society who happen to have superpowers.
It'd be ironic for him to teach you that.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, I thought when I first went to the movie, we would see an ending scene of an adult Laura, or a teenage Laura at least, standing over his grave. He would end up dying in the movie, but he lasted longer to teach her, be a father. Because that, I think what hurt me most was her saying dad at the end of it, and only being a week, and like, she's alone now.
Yeah, she's got the other kids, but they don't have an adult. They don't have, like, they're their own family now.
And I think that just And in the comics, they had some kind of time to develop connection and him be a father figure and her be hurt by his death, which granted, a kid can grow attached to a week of time and see the resemblance of them. I get the connection they have now.
Especially since, she's unique.
Yeah. I just feel like also she's been shafted too, not having that. Like 3 parental figures just died.
Yeah.
The nurse, Charles, and then Logan.
Yeah, all within a week.
In a week. Which, as much as you want her to be better than Logan, that's scarring shit right there.
Which reminds me, how did the nurse die? Because didn't the mechanical hand guy, Donald, say that he didn't kill her? He asked if Logan did?
Oh no, I think he said I didn't kill her. But he's like, Logan asked, "Did any of your men did?" He's like, well.
Oh, okay.
I think that was implied. His men did. He didn't do it personally, but
there was like a second there when Charles had his realization of what happened at Westchester. That for a second I thought the realization was going to be that because he's been having not necessarily visions, but he's knows that there's a mutant out there, that like his mind somehow connected to them, and then in one of his fits he actually killed the nurse. Because I didn't notice any obvious signs of like what killed her. They like zoomed in on her face and she was all dead.
It looked like she was choked, maybe with a metal hand, maybe. Though that is an interesting way though, because she was texting. She texted they're here, so
yeah, they
probably did it.
Yeah.
If not the guy personally, it was one of his other. Which again, I brought to you earlier, was weird. Why did every one of the soldiers miss a hand? Like I still find it odd. It's like, hey, I want to sign up. Okay, cool. Chop off your hand. Wait, what?
We'll give you a better one.
Don't worry, we have it right here. You get this, but chop off your hand.
Look at it. It bends backwards.
It's cool. And here's your manual. Fix it yourself. We'll take care of it. It's yours now. But yeah, I felt bad for Laura losing her dad.
Yeah.
Like within a week.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a badass. Take care of herself. Granted, but I still personally would like of them to have some more time and then him die. I am glad they didn't do that kind of cheap route that medicine and chemical mixture healed him automatically.
Yeah, I was hoping that would increase his life expectancy a little bit more, like not necessarily cure him, but help him be able to live a little bit longer.
Like Richard said, don't take it all at once. I'm like, you don't know Wolverine and his healing factor. He's not a normal human or mutant. So when he did take it all, and he did like go to young Logan, which I'm like, oh, well, damn. I'm glad that wasn't permanent.
Yeah.
Like you thought, I was hoped it was like enough to jumpstart enough where it was better than before.
Yeah, at least enough so he would survive the fight and be their Professor X.
And then I was kind of hoping, even though it's been also a cheap shot, like, did no one check the professor for more medicine? I mean,
yeah.
He might have more, or the car might have more.
Yeah, there's probably some sort of metal briefcase in there.
Yeah,
with
like
medicine.
Okay, you're healed now. Again, it'll wear off, but now you can teach us and be our dad. Cool. No. last words though was so touching and it struck me hard.
Yeah.
But again, it was a suitable end for the Wolverine. I think it was really good. He died saving people, like redeeming himself a bit, but still realizing it's what he wanted.
Yeah. He died saving people by combating his inner demon.
Yeah, himself.
Brought out a mindless killing machine version of himself.
Which you can kind of say is more like just his berserk side of himself.
Yeah. Which I thought was an interesting choice that they didn't give him like long spiky hair.
He's a pure soldier. Like he was a pure weapon.
Yeah.
He was Weapon X.
But they still gave him the mutton chops.
That's true. Like, you don't need that bullshit. But this part, yeah.
The mutton chops, yes.
Sir, we keep shaving it off. He's going back automatically. Damn genetic code. I also like they didn't just outright say adamantium was poisoning him and killing him. Like, he assumed it was poisoning him. Like, he told the guy, I know what it is. And I think after that, he even mentioned to Laura, it's probably what's killing me now.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the doctor.
The doctor said something he poisoned you.
No, not that doctor. Not the one that she took him to. The bad guy.
Oh yeah. So the guy she took him to said something poisoning. He's like, yeah, I know what it is. They talked to Laura about the bullet. It's probably poisoning me now. And then when he met the evil doctor, he's like, you put this what putting me in me now. This shit in me. It's like, yeah, that's my dad.
Yeah.
Like, he kind of confirmed it to Logan, I think. But I like how they kind of didn't really, like, just throw it in there early in the movie. You're dying because of adamantium. I know that because I'm not a doctor, but plot-wise, it makes sense.
See, I was kind of hoping somehow it would get removed, but I don't know how in the context of the movie that would happen.
Magneto
is not around anymore. He's probably dead. Otherwise, he'd probably be making trouble. Then again, he's a senior citizen, like even more so now.
Hey, if Xavier can do it without wanting to, I'm sure he could.
Yeah, he's just having magnetic seizures now.
I did find out though. He didn't tell Laura, "Hey, this stuff, poison." Just so you know, in about 200 years, it's gonna suck.
Give or take.
But I think the movie itself had really good moments, had good action. It really got you invested with the characters. Like, I felt really bad when Xavier died. I'm like, even not watching the movie, just like
even the people at the farm, I felt so bad for them.
I know. Like,
I knew they were gonna die as soon as, because you can't just leave that hanging there when Logan steps in and, like, you know, breaks the guy's nose and then breaks the rifle.
Yeah,
like, of course he's gonna come back for revenge. He's gonna come back with more guys.
Exactly.
So either Logan leaves and we have that in the back of our minds that's
gonna happen,
ultimately gonna happen, and no one's gonna be there to protect them, or they're gonna die before it happens. But the way that it happened, how brutal it was. Man.
And then the fact he tried to shoot Logan, we was added a bullet and he ended up dying. I was like,
that was, oh man. And then every scene where Laura had the MP3 player. I don't know if it was a phone or if it was just.
I think it was a phone. Yeah,
probably. Because who has an MP3 player anymore?
True.
I mean, like solo. But whatever. She had every scene that she had that I was like, oh man, that dude, he was, man, so young.
Good people too.
Yeah.
It's like a shame. Like, Logan was right when he said no, it's okay. I'm like, yay, just go. And Xavier, nah, it's okay. I'm like, just killed them. And what a brutal way to go too.
Yeah.
By a vicious Wolverine. Damn. But same for Xavier too, though. Did not see that coming. I knew he was gonna die, but I'm like,
Yeah, I was wondering how it was gonna happen because I kept thinking about Maester Aemon from Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the like 100+ year old Maester from the Wall.
Yeah.
Like he was just old, and he eventually died. I forgot how. I think he died at the wall in the show, but in the books he dies at sea because he knows that he's on his way out, and they're gonna go take Sam to go get trained as a maester. This is what happened at the end of last season.
Yeah.
And so he ends up not, making the journey because he's old. And I thought it was gonna be something like that, where like Xavier was just gonna get to a point where he was just so old that he would pass.
I thought he'd pass in his sleep, or Logan would have no choice to do it because of seizure. They kept pushing the whole pill thing, and they're running out of pills, and I'm notion like, oh, what happens if it doesn't work one time? He has no choice but to kill Xavier, and how that would affect him. Did not see X-24 coming in at all. Like that left field. Like they showed a part in the flashbacks about how they had a plan, and you saw part of Logan. I'm like,
you saw things that said X-24 and like arms and legs.
Arms and legs. I'm like,
what the hell? What kind of Frankenstein monster are they making to be X-24? Oh,
or Robo Logan.
Fucking the Terminator.
So that, like, when he put his hand there, I'm like, oh no. Such like And then after that, you knew that Ben was dead. Like you just knew. Oh,
yeah,
he was gone.
There was no way.
I even felt bad for Caliban too.
Yeah.
And
but like he went out like a badass.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? Screw you guys. Boom.
Could have like thrown it outside, or no, like no, fuck you. Bye. Good times. Anyways, kind of going on, but the movie was really great. I give it a 9 out of 10. Only because that one little point, there's nothing, because I want to know more about Xavier.
Yeah.
Only because I'm assuming this is his last movie, and we won't know really more about what happened between the time.
See, I feel like the X-Men movies always have that effect on me. Like whenever it ends, I'm always like, I want more, specifically of certain characters like Xavier and Logan. Logan, I feel satisfied with the way his story played out from beginning to end. But and speaking of that, it just occurred to me. Xavier pointed out that when they first met, he was cage fighting. So it has to be part of the same universe.
It doesn't have to be. It could be more like it tanges off and it has similarities. Because he even said himself, like, I think it was IGN who mentioned it, where they branched into comics.
Yeah.
So maybe the movies all we've seen so far are like comic book renditions of what actually happened and not really real.
Maybe.
So similarity, maybe they did find him. Technically, he didn't find him cage fighting.
Yeah.
They found him on a truck on a road with Sabretooth, and they saved him there. So we don't know. Maybe they're ignoring the whole Rogue part, even though he saw a picture where like, oh, Rogue.
Did you know that they made those comics for the movie specifically?
Makes sense.
They went forgot who they went to, but they went to this important guy at Marvel and asked to make certain issues specifically for the movie, and in the like classic X-Men style too.
That's cool.
Yeah, I really like that.
And then also, I think Hugh Jackman did a good job being Logan. And my two favorite ones are Wolverine in this movie.
Yeah.
It is really hard to picture anyone else trying to be Logan for a very, very long time.
Yeah, I don't want them to make another movie with Wolverine for a while. And
it kind of sucks though, because like when I first saw the trailer for the movie, I'm like, okay, now how much of that is prosthetic, like not prosthetic, but like makeup, make him old, or that's just Hugh Jackman kind of aging, like just not working out extremely a lot, like like wow. But then you saw X-24, I'm like, oh, he can still do it. He could. Damn.
Yeah, oh man, that was so brutal. And X-23 overpowered X-24 in that like last fight. It's just sitting on him, just
little nimble little thing. Damn.
And I love that when he uses the serum, he starts getting his old moves back. Like he does that Superman move.
Oh
where
yeah.
he jumps with his claws. I
Oh.
missed that. That's my favorite thing that he does in any of the movies.
Their co-op fight was amazing.
Yeah.
And how he used a human shield for her too. Didn't have to be, but it's like, you know what? Get behind me. That was like,
Yeah.
aw.
I thought about that too. I was like, her healing factor's probably better than yours at this point. Maybe she should be shielding you.
Father-daughter bonding. It's like, aw. Flip around, blow them fly in the air, like scary as shit thinking about it.
Nah.
But amazing. Just a short high though. So sad.
Yeah, I really thought it was gonna last longer than that. I thought it would at least get him through the ending fight.
I thought it would get him to X-24, but midway through it would wear off. Be like, okay, shit.
Yeah, didn't even make it to X-24.
No. But seeing that glimpse though of his original, like that was awesome.
Yeah,
that was really cool. The Wolverine will be missed.
Definitely. So
And
that's the thing with real people. They get older. They
I
get tired
know.
of doing movies. Like, come on, be like a cartoon. Just keep doing movies forever.
I'm always just like waiting for that technological breakthrough where you just need their face, download it. We can do perfectly on screen. We don't need it anymore. Bye.
I know. I mean, we're getting pretty damn close. Like, remember Kingslave?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
We have young version of you in stock over there in the database.
Or even not even Kingslave. Rogue One.
Yeah, that's true. It's just getting better and better to the point where like we have the actors we find like you are perfect rendition. Yes. Download, we're good.
I can't wait till that becomes an issue.
Yeah,
like
actors no longer
start having to like license your physical attributes, your face, your body, to make movies.
But I actually love that though. Like, okay, like copywriting yourself.
Yeah,
great.
I mean, in a way, I don't know how like Screen Actors Guild and stuff like that works, but I imagine it would be through that. You would basically copyright yourself.
Which would be great though, also because you remove the issue with child actors. Like they look perfect, but they're not good actors.
Yeah. Oh, and this girl was just so good.
Yeah, she was great.
For 3/4 of the movie, she didn't say a word, and I was captivated every time she was on screen.
She was funny. She was scary, and a badass. A wee badass. Like,
she conveyed so much in her face.
Yeah.
And most of the time it was resting bitch face, but still it was amazing.
She did it very well. And she portrayed being a mini Logan very, very well. Like I believe, like, oh yeah. Without even knowing X-23 and her history, I could see like money somebody. Yes, mini him.
Yep. Like that part in the gas station. She just walks and starts taking stuff. And then he does the same thing when he leaves.
Yeah.
You got chargers? Oh.
Or the horsey
cigars.
thing, more like just like mad at her for stopping. Or the fact she's eating your cereal, like doesn't give a fuck, so get my cereal. Just, I'll kill you all in a minute. It's just cereal more important. Don't want it soggy.
Yeah, you don't want it to get your Frosted Flakes soggy.
I think it's probably one of the better movies. Actually, I like the past ones. Like Doctor Strange, Suicide Squad. I even liked. Which I know people don't, but I liked it.
Yeah, I was watching. I think it was. I don't remember if it was his review or his spoiler talk. Jeremy Johns on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a spoiler talk, and towards the end, he said that this movie, to him, is like The Dark Knight, where it's a movie featuring comic book characters, but it's its own kind of dramatic movie.
Yeah,
and I feel the same way. It could easily be. It could easily be a movie with different characters. It's not Wolverine or Professor X or X-23, and it would still be the same movie. It doesn't have to be an X-Men movie to be the movie that it is.
Very true. Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I put Dark Knight so high up on my list of comic book movies, because it's a movie that's not just a comic book movie.
Don't get me started on Dark Knight. That's, you know how I feel about that
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
You guys
That's-
don't know, but I love that movie above all else. Just so you know, best movie ever.
See, to me, that's like the gold standard of what comic book movies should not necessarily. Or actually, no, should's probably not the right word, but what they could
Achieve?
it's more like strive for, to be a movie to stand on. To be a movie that can stand on its own legs without the legacy of the characters that are in it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because I obviously think you need to watch the rest of X-Men movies to know that. I mean, everything. Not watching those might help you better appreciate this movie.
Yeah.
Because again, we were talking about earlier about the weird convoluted timelines and
Yeah.
what everything. But so watching the movie, you get the feeling of the characters, you get their emotions, you get their core of who they are, and how they're feeling, and how shitty the world is, and how just fucked up their lives are. And you feel for them, and you see them develop. You see them kind of like have an ending, resolution. Even just watching just Logan, you see beginning of Logan and the end of Logan, how more like it works. He had a proper ending to the character they showcased on the screen, and it made sense, and it was a good ending. I preferred a different one, but that doesn't mean not being happy on anything because he's gone now.
Yeah.
It's sad. To death. To death.
Yeah. It's supposed to be sad.
Because also we won't see a Logan for a very long time. Unless next year he decides, you know what? I changed my mind.
Yeah, you get the extended ending. His hand pops out of the grave.
Which, I kind of wanted, but
Or
the fact this did so well, there's no way he's going to be like, I'm making another movie.
Yeah.
This is his masterpiece of ending. Like, you know what? Drop the mic. Peace. I did Logan better than anyone could possibly do it in a very long time. See ya.
Yep.
Which, I think we talked about yesterday. 15 years about?
Yeah, I think so. Let's look up when the first X-Men movie came out.
I mean, what a way to end a 15-year career on a very, very good note.
Yeah, 2000 was when the first X-Men movie came out. So, yeah, 16 years. Or, well, as of, I guess filming of this movie would have been 15 years.
Yeah, so 15, 16 years.
I don't know when they wrapped filming, but yeah, 15, 16 years.
Because a part of me wanted it to be not so great, good, because I wanted to enjoy a good movie, but not be a masterpiece as it is. So he does a Deadpool movie.
So, it's funny. So I use Bing because I'm too lazy to change it to Google. And if I don't get good results, I just go to Google. So I put X-Men movie, and it's showing all of the X-Men movies, right? But Logan, the movie that they popped up on here, is not an X-Men movie. And it also came out in 2010.
Okay, sure. Good job, Bing.
And so I clicked on Logan just now, and it's still that same movie, but the video the trailer they have for it on the side is the actual Logan trailer for the X-Men Logan.
So we're not sponsored by Bing, that's for sure.
No. Oh, that's great. I mean, for the most part, I get what I need out of Bing, but
still, that's funny.
Anyway.
Yeah, so I kind of hoped it wouldn't be so great where he would deny doing a Deadpool movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, I won't rule out him or Patrick Stewart doing small cameos from time to time, just like a short speaking role on Deadpool, for example. Kind of like the cameo that he had in First Class, where they walk into a bar.
Oh, it's just fuck off?
Yeah, and he's like, fuck off. Just that.
I guess it wouldn't be a cameo role, more like an actual, not main cast role, but maybe a good fight scene. 5 minutes, and fuck this, I'm out. And he does a fourth wall about him being Hugh Jackman and all that, and whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, see, that I don't think would happen.
Yeah.
That would probably take... to film, it would probably a day on set, so it's not a lot, but to train and to choreograph and everything, it would take some time.
And it would take away from his ending, last bow as Logan.
Yeah.
before Last Slash.
Which now I really want to see what Deadpool says about Logan in the movie,
yeah,
especially after the little trailer thing that we got.
which was it? Ryan Reynolds said like Logan should deserve like an Oscar of how great it was.
Did he say that?
I think he said Logan may be the first movie to get an Oscar. I'm pretty sure Ryan Reynolds was talking about it up for a while. I'm like, is he just saying that because he has to, or do he really love Logan?
I have no idea. I didn't see that. Now it's just showing
with
stuff.
the teaser.
The teaser, yeah.
We type in Oscar.
Oh, here we go. Ryan Reynolds, Logan will be Oscar movie.
Yeah, see.
Variety.com. Ryan Reynolds predicts Logan will be Oscar contender. I mean, to be honest, I do think so. I mean, I personally, like, if I had any say in the Oscars, it would be at least nominated. But I said the same thing for Dark Knight. Those are the only two comic book movies I think I've ever said that for.
Though, it's hard to say. We love it because we are comic book fans. I'm not sure how a non-comic book fan will love it.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't speak for that. I think that non-comic book fans would at least find it to be a good movie. Like I said, I feel like it stands on its own without the legacy of those characters. They don't even get in costume in this movie at all.
He fucking downs costume. Like, this is bullshit. Who rested goddamn fucking leotards? It's bullshit.
Like, even Dark Knight had, Batman in full costume, Joker in full costume, and Two-Face in implied costume.
Yeah.
This movie didn't have any of that.
True.
I'm like taking a second to think if I'm not. Caliban was the closest probably because I saw an image of him from the comics, and his get up from when he goes outside is exactly what it looks like.
Costume,
but it's not
necessity.
Really,
You kind of need that.
It's not a costume. It's just like what he looks like in the comics.
We saw what happened when he doesn't have that on. So I'm sure Deadpool makes some kind of thing like it's great, but he won't win it because he's comic movies. Some funny.
Yeah.
But I think to date, this is my favorite X-Men movie, at least.
Yeah, I think so. I think it might be. I don't know. I always struggle with like when it comes to Dark Knight. I always mention that it stands on its own without the legacy of the characters needing to prop it up.
Mm-hmm.
But then, because it exists within its own thing, I can't really compare it to another Batman movie without comparing it sort of like apples and oranges.
True.
But with Logan, I compare it to First Class, which is kind of my favorite X-Men movie because it's the most kind of X-Men movie. Like the costumes.
Okay, I can see that.
The story, it's the most, yeah. But I don't know, I do think I enjoy this one more.
I'm also twisted, and I like the gore and the violence. So I think it's partially why I liked my top three are Wolverine, First Class, and Logan.
Yeah. I don't know. Time will tell. Because right now I'm coming off of the high of watching it last night, and I want to watch it again. Next chance I get.
I would say though, it's not a movie I would want to watch over and over and over again. I would watch it again. Yes. Yeah. But that emotional toll of like,
yeah.
So sad. I can't watch it like First Class Wolverine. I could watch it, whatever. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Put in the background, whatever. It's cool.
Yeah,
I'll watch it again.
Anytime I happen upon First Class on FX, I sit down and watch it.
Yeah. Or with Logan, I'm like, am I in the mood right now to be kind of have a sad ending? No, I can't do it.
Am I in the mood to go through an emotional ringer?
Because while it's a good ending, it's a sad ending.
Yeah.
It's just that last scene she does, which I won't spoil that, but last thing she does is just like it just stabs in the heart, like with her claws. It's like poor child.
Wait, what last scene?
The grave.
Okay, yeah. See, I want to mention that though, because that was a good.
Okay, I didn't mention it. We had spoilers already, so we can't.
Yeah, we already said spoilers. So yeah, she makes a grave for Logan, and there's a cross, and after she delivers a monologue, which is from the movie that you watched earlier with Charles Xavier. She walks away and then she comes back and then she takes the cross and turns it on its side to an X, because that's what he was. He's not like just a regular person who gets a grave with a cross, and he's not even a religious person. He's an X-Man.
Again, just pulls at your heartstrings though. It's so sad. It's like
for me, it's kind of that like weighing what Logan said earlier in the movie about all those X-Men comics being bullshit, and I was thinking about we were talking about Charles Xavier's death, and how it was just kind of it comes out of nowhere. It doesn't build up to it, but it kind of goes in line with what Logan was saying about those X-Men comics being bullshit, that people die and that's just how it is. That, to us fans and, the people in the movie that are fans of the comic books, the X-Men are these larger than life people, and you would expect them to have larger than life deaths, but to Logan and to the people who were part of that family, they were just each other.
Yeah, and death is death.
Yeah. So for Charles Xavier, he got, just it wasn't a normal death, but it wasn't like some sort of built up epic battle.
Like his first death.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot about that. And then Logan dies in an epic fight, gets buried in an unmarked grave, but he gets an X, because he's an X-Man.
From his daughter.
Yeah.
It's just daddy bit of it. It just hurts. See, I can watch a lot of it. The ending I can't watch again for a while.
The ending hurts. Like, especially like how much Logan, like, that was his family, but he was also kind of the
outsider,
the part timer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Batman's like, oh, I'm a part timer. Mm-hmm. Logan was kind of the same way, but in the end, he's an X-Man through and through.
And I think just picturing how the relationship would have been good for each other, like seeing a version of himself grow up, not be the animal that it was groomed to be,
mm-hmm.
and her having a father figure, just I want my ending.
Yeah, I want him to become the new Charles Xavier,
because it'd be less painful to watch. But though, to say on the movie, it caused that much kind of pain, but like, it's a good movie. I mean,
yeah. See, I feel like that's the hallmark of good fiction, is when it can make you feel things. Because in the end, like, if you're paying enough attention and you care enough, you can pretty much predict how any movie's going to go.
Of course.
In a movie like Logan, you know that he's most likely going to die at the end. But, getting it there and then seeing it happen, and if it still hits you, then it's a good movie.
It hits you this hard, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah, it's probably a good place to leave it on. Alright, nerds, we're done for now. Probably be coming back with talking about probably like The Flash or, the other superhero shows. Because I don't think we have a movie coming up for a little while.
For a while. I think...
What month are we in?
We're in March. Guardians of the Galaxy is the next one, I think.
Guardians is next? Okay. So hopefully we'll get something out before Guardians, which will probably be on The Flash and the rest of the comic book TV shows. Alright, till next time, nerds.
See ya!